Hey guys, how's it going? I'm at my new favorite place here in the Milk District. You just saw it, Spooky's Black Cat Cafe. I'm looking at the menu right now. Be sure to get the pulled pork on a waffle. It's awesome. Now, the fortune cookies are free, and you know what? The fun. There's tons of it down here, and it's being headed up by Bret, who owns Spooky Cat and Social Chameleon. He's also got a really cool place called the Milk Bar. You may not know about it, and maybe that's because you're out of the loop. But come down to the Milk Bar in the Milk District. It's fun down here. So anyhow, as we look around to this new place called Spooky's, and I really love, like, the decor is sweet and fresh, and it's got like a really authentic vibe. Not too many places you can find around here in Orlando that are like this. A lot of original artwork, as well as tons of beer on tap. And I'm gonna check out, what exactly is going on here, and talk with the man who's heading up the Milk District. All right, cool guys. This is the milkman himself, Bret Ashman. Bret, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, so new venture, Spooky Cats Cafe, Spooky's Black Cat Cafe. Other than the food here, what's one thing that's been driving people to come here of this new place that just opened?
Well, I'm hoping what's driving people here is the whole neighborhood homey feel. We tried to duplicate the same kind of feel we have at the Social Chameleon or other place up the block. We're just looking to be a neighborhood, hangout marketplace / lounge in the late night. We've got a great beer and wine selection. We got 14 draft beers, about 100 different craft beers.
Cool. So now, I say you're the milkman. You've got so much going on in the Milk District. People that, let's say, someone that's not acclimated to the Milk District, someone that lives near UCF or on the other side of town, what would be one of the first things you tell them about the Milk District and what's coming up here?
Well, if you're looking for different stuff, you're looking for independent stuff, you're looking for, not the cookie cutter franchise type thing, you're looking for an interesting evening out. In the Milk District, we have everything from tattoo studios to the last couple of years, both the Trois clothing salon and the Covert skate shop have won best of in their categories of style of clothing they offer. The Bull and Bush has been here for 25, 26, 27 years now. Sportstown Billiards, everybody knows that as an Orlando landmark. They've been around for a good 40, 50 years,
Wow.
maybe even a little longer. I think the current owners have had it for like 30 years. Then, of course, there's a Drop Shop. That's another local legend. They've been around 15, 16, 18 years, something like that.
So a lot of history here. Even though a lot of people say there's not much lineage in Orlando, they'd be wrong.
They'd be wrong, especially in the local scene. I mean, I got to give those three guys in particular credit.
Yeah.
They're the ones that have been around the longest in this neighborhood, and they're partially what attracted me to the neighborhood. It's long story short, I had some place downtown in the main corridor downtown from '96 to 2001, and this has a feel of what downtown was like back then before it became the condo towers and the cookie cutter environment that it is. So it's kind of an alternative to going downtown. There's less hassle, it's less crowd. You have non-smoking bars, you have smoking bars.
Better parking.
Better parking. You've got a couple of different food options. You can come down here and do a little shopping, have lunch at Spooky's. You can, have, after you finish shopping, you can have a beer at Bull and Bush. You can have a beer at Sportstown, and if you want a non-smoking environment, you can come into either one of my places, the Milk Bar, the Social Chameleon. It's just, I don't know of another area in town that's got that many local businesses all packed into a short area like that.
Definitely, and it's fun down here. Now, that's an interesting story about you, because as legend says, you opened like five businesses when you were like between like 20 and like your mid-20s. Like, what was that like, that period of time?
My 20s, I basically learned what most people learn in college by applying and opening and closing and failing, and you learn from your mistakes. And I had a place that was called the Artistry Marketplace, and our slogan was "Art is try, don't be afraid to fail." So I've had a lot more failures than I've had successes. I wish we could get back to that. It was fun having 6, 7 different businesses in one place, and we called the whole building the Artistry Marketplace, and then each place had its own individual identity inside it and its own identity separated business. So I'm trying to apply that same principle to this general area and hopefully get everybody to help start cross-promoting and actually driving that identity of the Milk District. I mean, It's been here for a couple of years, but it's just now starting to get known around town as an area in comparison to Thornton Park or Baldwin Park.
How did it coin, like, who coined the name Milk District?
Actually, that would be Covert and Etoile.
Okay.
In 2008, the first event that we did in the Milk District, and I believe this was right after I opened, they did something called the Milkshake, which was a festival. They had a couple of live bands, and they had a beer garden, and all the little small independent shops put it together, and they tried to run with it. and it started the identity getting started, and then there was a little stall time for about the last 6 months, but then recently we've gotten plugs in the Weekly, and we've gotten plugs in the Orlando Sentinel, and a few more businesses have opened.
And what inspired you to put pulled pork on a waffle?
I have to give full credit to my wife, who is the chef de cuisine here. We wanted to do pulled pork, and we're trying to come up with just something different, because I like pulled pork sandwiches, but I don't like eating them on rolls that fall apart in my hand. And we experimented with a couple of different types of bread, and we'd done a catering gig for a brunch and had some waffles left over, and we're like, I wonder how it would work with waffles.
Oh, no way.
Did a little test kitchen, passed it out to half a dozen people that were in the house that day. We had been doing some food sampling, and nothing but positive results, and now it's probably the best-selling item on the menu.
Oh, that's what I get when I come in here. But Orlando gets into comparing themselves to a lot of things. Let's not compare the Milk District to anything. Let's just let the Milk District be the Milk District. And I really appreciate everything you're doing here. I know Orlando definitely appreciates it. So, thank you. And Spookies is my new favorite place to hang, definitely. So you have to come in, check out the waffles, and definitely the meatloaf sub. Best in town. All right, cool. Bret, you guys, Orlando, come on down here, have fun. Start your night here. Who cares? I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Eyes on Orlando. Thank you, Orlando Live. And hey, we'll see you around the Milk District. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.